Hello and welcome back to Meakashi. It's a Saturday. Well, it's a Monday for you, but it's a Saturday for me. Hopefully, you guys had a good weekend. Um, Good thing about Saturdays is for me, I can actually record multiple episodes. If you didn't notice, like the last full week have been I've been recording every day for the singular episode. Um, oh yikes! What did I just do? Ew, I messed up my desktop. Um, but yeah, it's good. It's good to get some pre-recorded stuff in. Just oh my god, what did I do? Just so I don't have to do it every night, because that leads to getting what happened in episode 10. So don't want a repeat of that. So I'm pretty happy. I'll probably get like 2 or 3 episodes today. 2 Hidus, 1 friend, and then we'll see what to do tomorrow. But yeah, last time we started the Watanagashi. I mean, we finished the Watanagashi festival. It was definitely a different experience. There's still some of the cute stuff at the beginning, which was kind of fun. It's kind of cool seeing Rika, Mion, and Rena happy. And the Nipa thing was pretty cool. Probably not better than Akasaka's, but it was kind of funny. um, the ant died. The body was found really fast, so I guess Satoshi didn't take after Keiichi and bury the body. If it was him, again, I think it's him. Like from all the other arts before, but like we didn't clearly see him thinking about killing her. We just saw him at the dump. We saw him hiding something. I said it could be something else. It could be like a bait. If I had to think of something, it could be Satoko's birthday present he was just hiding. Interestingly enough, we didn't see any Shion either. Um, she just said she was chilling at her house and didn't want to do anything, but like, who actually knows if she actually did do anything? Because we never went back to her. Also, it seemed like Oryu may or may not have knew what happened about the murder. Same with Rika, so weird stuff. It's all weird because nothing feels like stable. Like Rika probably knew, but like Rika knows everything. But Oryu's was like weird. I couldn't tell if she would do or if she was just being Oryu. But we'll see the aftermath. Again, no disappearance yet. I don't. I don't. I don't know. I mean, Satoshi was being pretty extra during the Oishi talk. Made him seem real suspicious, but let's see what happens now. Sis called the morning after the Watanagashi festival to tell me that the curse had struck again for the 4th time. The victim was the evil ant who was harassing Satoshi-kun and Satoko. Satoshi-kun's suffering should be over now, since the problem was with Satoko and the ant's relationship to begin with. Like, I don't hate the idea that Shion did it, especially since we didn't see her do it. I mean, didn't see her through that whole first half of the chapter. Maybe I should have celebrated, but I wasn't in the mood for some reason.
犯人ってもう警察は目星をつけてるのかな
See, it's being like toy, because we're seeing her thoughts, but like, what if this just means she wasn't in the mood for some reason because she actually killed the ant? It's not like she's like really shocked in this thought stuff, so I don't know. I can't trust thoughts again. Um, in Himatsubushi, there's like that thing where it's like surrender or try to take the guy's gun with Akasaka, but it turns out surrendering was the right one because he saw Uishi's signal to him, but we didn't see that thought bubble, so it was like, so it kind of baited you, even though we are in his perspective. So I just want to keep that open. And her asking that is always kind of, but it's like a natural question, but it just feels suspicious always, so I don't know. Sis went quiet when I asked that.
さあね大石の野郎がしつこく聞き込みをして回ってるみたい 犯人は近しい人間に違いないと思ってるようだね。
Being identical twins, Sis and I think very much alike. If I suspected Satoshi couldn't have been the murderer, so would she. Because of this, I didn't have to mention the obvious.
サトシ君って祭りの日にアリバイあ
Nope,
ります？
he didn't come.
ああ、どうだろう。
But I guess Mian wouldn't know. I mean, even if he didn't come, he could have an alibi.
はあ、
I heaved a huge sigh.
バカですね。サトシ君は祭りに来ていた。そういうことでいいじゃないですか。
Good one.
そうだよね。
I mean, they did mention that if you just tell all the villagers to, like, say the same thing, you can't really prove that he didn't have an alibi.
気が利かなくてごめん。
I heaved another sigh. Sis was stupid enough to forget to make an alibi for him, even though the murder of his aunt alone would raise enough suspicion.
じゃあ、やっぱりサトシが。
Maybe?
サトシ君が殺したかどうかが問題じゃないでしょ。サトシ君が犯行の時間帯にアリバイがあったかが重要なんです。たく。後で警察がうちに来るみたいだから、来たらサトシは祭りで一緒だったって言うよ。
It's weird how gentle Mion feels this arc. Like Mion just feels like super gentle. Like we did see that sign when she was talking to Shion about like maturity and stuff and how she would definitely side with the village, but I don't know, she seems extra cute this arc, which is a good thing, I guess.
おねえ、取ってつけた嘘なんか何の役にも立たないです。何も手を打たなかったなら今さら小細工しても無駄ってことです。せいぜい正直に喋ってください。
Wow. Okay, Shion.
お姉は芝居が下手なんだから、変に意識するとかえって勘ぐられますからね。
Well, we know that Mion's a pretty good actor, so though maybe maybe she takes acting lessons next year, so who knows.
ごめん。
She sounded depressed. I was the one who should have been depressed. Mion usually handles things well, but she's not too good with emergencies. I was left worried for the future of the Sonozaki family. Mion must have been embarrassed. Come on, you're not worried about the Sonozaki family. This just sounds spiteful. She literally doesn't care about the family at all. She soon changed the subject.
シオン、
No bully.
最近はあまりバイトに行けてなかったでしょ。ご検察痛み入ります。おかげさまで。ごめん。
Gee, Shion, calm down. You're so stone cold right
今日は
now.
私、夜まで姿を隠してるから、バイトに出られるんじゃない？
But I mean, this is Shion's chance, I guess, to get Satoshi, so I guess she would want it to be very perfect if they can get away with Satoshi's alibi, which they're all just assuming, by the way. I need Satoshi to say he did it or something. Like, what if he doesn't? What if he denies it? Then it's all weird. Who would have done it? Sis has been appearing in public places during the festival preparations and whatnot. As a result, I hadn't been able to pretend to be her. I hadn't been able to work. As someone who had to support myself, it was a bit of a pain. To be honest, I didn't feel like working, but I couldn't afford to be sitting around either. I know that feeling. When I locked my apartment door before leaving, the door of the next apartment opened and Kasai appeared. My boy.
シオンさん、お出かけですか？
I guess that confirms that he was a neighbor, though that was a pretty easy guess.
そんなとこです。お姉が姿を隠してくれるそうなんで、久々にバイトに出ます。笠井、暇だったらおじさんの店まで車を出してもらってもいい？
シオンさん、しばらくはバイトを控えられた方がよろしくはないですか？
Oh yeah, he might. I'm guessing if she goes to work, she might be confronted by Oishi, and that'll be an interesting interaction. Because I guess Shion doesn't have that full hatred that Mion does for Oishi. Though, though Mion seemed like fine to talk with him. So I don't know, this should be fun if that does happen.
事件のせいで警察は園崎家界隈を監視しているようですし、あまり姿を表に出さない方がいいのではないかと思います。
お気遣いは嬉しいけど、バイトしないと食費もないわけですし。
I mean, I'm sure people would give her money, but she's too, I mean, she's too proud for that, but that's not actually a bad thing, but yeah. Kasai might suggest he donate money to my cause. Exactly. However, I'd sworn to myself when I started living here that I wouldn't depend on Kasai. While I don't obey anyone else's rules, I stick to my own. Kasai could tell that I was adamant in my decision. So after repeating himself a couple times as a formal procedure, he decided to give me a ride after all. Every time we went to my uncle's store by car, we stopped by this traffic light. I knew what was going to happen again, but it still irritated me. Pedestrians passed by in front of the car. I was started to see that one of them looked like Satoshi-kun. It was him. Though I'd spoken to him on the phone just a couple of days before, it's been a while since I last saw him. Oh. Hello, Satoshi.
葛西、悪いけどおじさんにやっぱ今日のバイトは行けなくなったって伝えてくれる？
That's some time with Satoshi. It's always fun to see Shion melt. Even wonder if she will melt from this, like, again, stone cold personality right now. Though I don't know if Satoshi's down to be giving head pats right now.
私ここで降ります。
え？シオンさん。
Kasei looked taken aback, but I got out of the car regardless. The light turned green. The guard behind him honked while Kasei was shouting at me, so he had to start moving. Satoshi-kun was on his bike, but he was going really slow. I caught up with him in a flash and tapped him on the back. It's amazing. Just the switch from the tone of the voice to that.
沖宮で会うなんて奇遇ですね、サトシ君。
If I talked to him with a smile, he might smile back. So I smiled as brightly as I could. Jeez.
ミオン。
He looked tired as always. But as I could tell, he was trying to smile back. My worries suddenly disappeared. Even if it's a forced smile, huh? I was certain I looked happy. I was aware of that myself, so it must have been obvious to Satoshi-kun.
何があったか知らないけど、ミオンが楽しそうだね。ええ、楽しいですよ。サトシ君の機嫌が良さそうなので、私も釣られて機嫌が良くなっただけです。
When I teased him, he looked a bit embarrassed. It was like we were back in the good old days. I felt even happier than before.
サトシ君こそ何かあったんですか？何か機嫌が良くなるようないいことがありましたか？いいことなんかないよ。
It's so weird. Again, Satoshi's voice. It's like it feels like he's whispering, but it's like really loud. It's I don't know.
おばさんが亡くなって、警察とかご近所とかいろいろ大変だよ。
It's like everyone's talking normally, but the voice actor's like whispering loudly into the microphone. It's not a bad thing. It's just it always just catches me off guard. That's why I like it, I guess. I might have asked something dumb. Sorry. Okay. I did read that. Then when I get into thoughts, I overread the voice lines, so gotta pay attention for that. He seemed to be okay with it, though. He frowned a bit at first, but then Satoshi continued smiling gently. Well, I'm sure he's not worn out about the death. Which might be a mean thing to say, but like, honestly, I'm fine with Satoko and Satoshi not minding. And Teppei's not even there, so that's great news. I guess for now. He looked worn out but satisfied, like he had accomplished something great. That was the mood I sensed from him. So, I was convinced. The one who killed that wicked ant who tormented Satoko was him. But it's like, even if he didn't kill her, he was trying to be happy. So I don't know. Again, I need some hard proof that it was Satoshi. Or at least his confession. I'd rather have his confession than hard proof, honestly. I had absolutely no proof, but I knew it intuitively. So I admitted all those questions. I knew Satoshi-kun's motive for killing his aunt and how badly he was driven into a corner. I knew the environment and the situation he was in. Dude, I was just like, imagine if it was Rena, because I don't think it. No, it literally couldn't, because she had an alibi. Never mind. Sorry, just when I think of killing, I just think of Rena at the moment. But it's literally impossible for Rena to have done it. So that's actually, this happened after the raffle. So I don't know if the club members were actually there. But yeah, it's okay. I'm not gonna say it's Rena. You're off the hook right now, Rena, but I better see some sort of signs of you cosplaying as Mion, or I will be disappointed. And I knew Satoshi-kun's feelings. I knew all of it. All of that. So I admitted all those questions. I wanted to celebrate his release from that curse, so I smiled like nothing was different as I asked.
Satoshi-kun wa doko ka e odekake desu ka?
This is a nice song. I can't tell if it's new or not to this arc. It's too gentle to. I think I commented on this before how this was just song was like super gentle, so I didn't listen to it properly. It just blends in too well.
Ah, baito kana? 正解。その前に寄り道なんだ
He
けどね。
does sound happier though, which is good.
寄り道？毎日ちゃんとショーケースにあるのを確認しないと。
Boom! It's gonna be
な
the.
んだか不安で。
Yo, did I call it? It's the teddy bear he was hiding. But why would he be in Okonomiya if it was in the garbage dump? So maybe not. Let's see. Again, I always do these things where a line like implies something, then I make a bunch of guesses, then it literally just proves me wrong or confirms it later in the chapter. So I should just stop doing that. That conversation reminded me. The reason he started his part-time job was to buy Satoko a huge teddy bear. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's checking the store if the teddy bear's still there. I see. So if he's hiding something else, then it won't be the teddy bear. Then it probably was the metal bat. The iconic metal bat. It was being sold at the toy store just down the street. I recall that teddy bear was very expensive. Yeah, you said 100,000 yen. Can we get a Canadian dollar translation of that? I use the 1-to-1, which would be 10,000, but I don't know how accurate that is. Nowadays, Numlot is not on. Actually, it is on. It just was lagging. Yen to CAD. No, it's wait. It's only 12. Okay, wait, what? I thought it was 100,000 was 10,000, but obviously that's stupid. That's why I thought it was stupid. But no, it's $12,000. Was I like just tripping? It does so. So 10,000 would be 100, and 100,000 would be 1,000. I mean that made sense. Never mind. Wait, and 10,000 would be a million. So I just missed the translation, huh? Or missed the conversion. So it's $12,000, but that's still freaking massive in Canadian. Imagine paying 12,000 for a freaking teddy bear, huh? Satoko's birthday was right after the festival. I wasn't sure what day though. Wait, didn't he say he quit his job? Maybe he was going to greet his ex-co-workers and clean out his locker or something. Either way, he'd be completely free very soon. Maybe he hadn't been paid yet and that's why he wanted to check if they still had the teddy bear. Maybe he was only getting paid on Satoru's birthday. I believe that's the toy store we had the tournament at, but I'm not 100% sure. Probably is. I doubt they made 2 toy stores. I mean, I guess it has to be. Never mind. Hello, train. A morning train. That's rare. Oh, I have my window open because it was a little bit stuffy. I guess I can close it now. Air feels fine. When we got near the toy store, he rushed to the display window. He looked relieved that it hadn't been sold yet.
よかったよかった。
The wholesome music. Or the wholesome version.
大丈夫。ちゃんとあるよ。
Wait, is this it? No, this isn't it. Never mind. I was confused. This is just the wholesome OG song from the Question Arts. I love this song. I think I said it was like my favorite or top 2. There's another really good one, but I forgot what it is because I can't remember song names. But yeah, this song's a banger. A very slow banger. But still great nevertheless. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Yeah, still remember. Got it.
買えるだけのお金は稼げてるわけですよね。なら予約とかしちゃえばいいのに。
You probably hadn't thought of that. He really did need someone to look after him. It's adorable. I looked into the display window over his shoulder. The teddy bear wasn't that cute, in my opinion. It looked huge and cramped in the middle of the store's showcase. Really, it looked more like a display model than an item for sale.
値札がついてないけど、これ本当に売り物なんですか？これ一体いくらするんです？
売り物なのは確認したから間違いないよ。
値段は？予算は大丈夫？
大丈夫だよ。ちゃんと確認してあるよ。
Satoshi-kun thought I was teasing him again. He pouted and looked a little sulky.
予算が大丈夫なら問題ないじゃないですか。なら予約しちゃいましょう。その方がサトシ君も心の荷が下りていいでしょうしね。
God. The store looks cute. Look at the frog. Just at her. Oh my god, it's a penguin. Look at this duck thing. God damn. I was seeing if there would be like any references I would get, but probably not. That would be cool if they put their own like Higurashi reference in here. But nah. Okay. We enter the store and look for a clerk.
誰もいないのかな。
そりゃ好都合です。サトシ君、お給料日を待たずにぬいぐるみが手に入るかもですね。
ダメだよミオン。泥棒はいけないよ。
冗談ですって。軽く受け流してほしかったんだけどな。ひょっとして私が盗っ人の真似を平気でできる女だと思ってます？
I mean, I can definitely see you doing it, Shion.
ごめん。
I don't know about Mion. I'd like to think not. God. My hands are so beat up. I just noticed this scratch and it's really itching me. Satoshi-kun smiled apologetically. I puffed my cheeks to tease him. It really had been a while since the last time we did this. In between those times, many undesirable things happened that I wanted to forget it. Oops. But now I felt as all those things simply vanished into the air around us. Sorry. I found an old person napping in the back. He must be the clerk, I thought. He looked to be fast asleep.
お店の方ですよね。
Didn't mean to cut you off there. My bad. Quick fingers. I poked his shoulder, but he didn't look like he was going to wake up. When I did that, a middle-aged woman wearing an apron came in.
おじいちゃん、店番頼んだのにすっかり眠りしちゃった。お客さん来てるってのにもうもうごめんなさいね。うちのおじいちゃんももうすっかりボケちゃって。
The middle-aged woman shook the old man awake and told him to go back to the living room. She went to the cash register after that.
お恥ずかしいところ見せちゃってごめんなさいね。何かお買い上げ？
買うんじゃなくて予約なんですけど、いいで。あのショーケースの中の一番大きいぬいぐるみなんですけど。
あれ？いいの？値札見た？かなり高いけど、お小遣い大丈夫なの？
Sure, the aunt's happy someone's actually buying that.
はい。ギリギリ足りるはずです。
もうすぐバイトのお給料が入るそうなので、それまで予約したいんですけど。
The woman looked a bit hesitant at first, but eventually she wrote down Satoshi-kun's name and accepted the reservation. Satoshi-kun received a slip of paper.
これでもう誰かに先に買われちゃう心配はもう必要ありません。
お給料がもらえるのはもうすぐなんだけどね。これで安心できる。
He would have kept coming to check every day if he hadn't done this now. He would have spent his time needlessly worrying. Satoshi-kun looked very relieved indeed.
これならもっと早くに予約をしていればよかったな。
普通の人は欲しいと思ったら即予約します。そういう思考に至らないサトシ君はちょいと希少です。
The blush. The signature Satoshi. It was so very fun to tease him. Those painful days seem unbelievable now. Satoshi-kun looked like he'd forgotten everything that happened until yesterday.
でも
The close-up.
ありがとう。
Are we getting a head pat? Yo, look at the shine on his hair. It's so yellow. It's too much. Satoshi-kun held out his hand to touch my head. Was he going to stroke it? I felt my face reddening already. The strokes are back. Even before he touched my head, I felt tingly remembering the last time. I didn't care about the murder or whatever else happened. As long as Satoshi-kun had his freedom, everything would be alright. I'd be content as long as we could live happily from today onward. Unlucky. But Satoshi-kun's hand never reached my head. I slowly opened my eyes, only to realize the situation had drastically changed. What? What the heck happened? There were 4 men in suits blocking our way. It looked as though they've been waiting for us to exit the toy store. I'm guessing police?
Domo.
Well, I'm sure Shion's actually, I was like speculating if Shion like doesn't hate Oishi as much, maybe they might sort of get along, but if Oishi's getting in the way of Satoshi time, I'm sure Shion doesn't like that either. The oldest of the 4 men stepped forward while smirking. I don't think I'll call that a suit, but it's the signature overall look. You know, rocking it like Rika. Guess it's in style right now. I never met this man, but it looked like he knew both Mion and Satoshi. He was probably a cop. I ran a search for information in my head. So this is the first time she met Oishi. Well, it sounded like Mion probably clashed with Oishi a bit during the damn protest days. And found some right away. Did I read that? I read that.
こんにちは。北条さん、園崎さん。いい雰囲気だったところを邪魔しちゃって実に申し訳ないです。
This must be Kurado Oishi, the cop who's investigating the series of mysterious deaths. He thinks that the Sonozaki family is behind all the cases. In other words, he's the enemy of the Sonozaki family. He has deep connections with other investigation divisions in the police force and likes to nose around the businesses in this area. He annoys the Sonozaki family enough as it is by interfering with its Yakuza business, let alone his suspicions on the series of mysterious deaths. Naturally, as the family's successor, he is not a welcome figure to Mion Sonozaki. I tried to imagine how Sis would react.
ありゃあ、大石さんですか。お仕事ご苦労様です。大の大人が4人も揃っておもちゃ屋さんに何かご用で？
Yes, be cheeky.
ま
I
さ
love
かお
it.
人形さん買いに来たってわけでもあるまいに。
I know what they want, and it's not a toy. It's probably not me either. They want Satoshi-kun. I took a look at Satoshi-kun. He seemed a bit uncomfortable. The other three cops loosely surrounded us to prevent our escape.
北条さん。
Oh, Oishi just ignored that interaction.
実はですね、ちょいと伺いたいお話がありまして。
何それ？任意同行ってやつ？サトシ君、こんなのに付き合う必要ないよ。行こう。
I pushed on his shoulder, but he just stood there looking pale and bewildered. Bewildered? No, he actually looks resigned. Then, I recalled Sis's mistake. It's obvious that he killed his aunt from the circumstances. You don't even have to look at the crime scene. I mean, you should, though. This could be like an Omega big brain frame. If it's that obvious for everyone to just assume. How could Mion have failed to create an alibi? So Mion didn't work it out, I guess? Actually, no. Shion told her not just to tell the truth. Huh? Then why is Shion blaming Mion when Shion said it's fine, just say the truth? Am I tripping? Didn't you literally tell her to do that? God damn, I don't see it. I don't know. Whatever, we'll ignore it. That stupid Mion must have spoken to the police without making anything up at all. You told her to do that, I think. Maybe not, I don't remember. She must have not told them that she knew where Satoshi-kun was. If she hadn't done anything, the villagers wouldn't work to help her. It was just a matter of time until the police uncovered Satoshi-kun's complete lack of an alibi. The police were trying to corner him and lead him to confess. I looked at Satoshi-kun's face once again. He looked like a dead man. He probably didn't know he could refuse to be interrogated. If he was taken to the station and grilled by Oishi, he'd confess in a minute. Somebody had to protect him. Nobody had ever been there for him. It's your job, Shion. You are the protectors of all Satoshis in the world. I had to step up now. But how? The inversion. Would it be possible to alter what Mion had already told them, saying it was a mistake? That wasn't going to work. If I had more time, I'd come up with an excellent idea. But I didn't have much time at all. To pressure him, the cops were drawing nearer. Satoshi-kun must have felt intimidated. He might end up turning himself in due to the pressure while I'm stuck trying to come up with something. I have to do something now. bonk them. No, but I don't know. I don't know how to get out of this situation except just running away. I have to say something, but I guess running away would literally just look terrible too. Otherwise, Satoshi-kun might give in. I have to save him. Oishi drew near. Satoshi-kun fell back.
大して時間は取らせませんから。そんな怖がらないでください。
It won't take much time. He just said it. He just said he wouldn't let him out if he caught him now. Satoshi-kun, don't give in. If you give in now, everything you've been working for will be ruined. Oh god, those noises. Satoshi-kun looked like he was at his breaking point. Oishi was clearly aware of it. Oishi smirked and held out his arm to grab Satoshi-kun's shoulders. I felt electrified when I saw that. That hand shouldn't be allowed to touch Satoshi-kun. Jesus. The moment Oishi touched his shoulder, he'd give in. He'd go to the police station and confess everything. Ah, this is starting to get messy though. Oishi turned his face towards me, his left hand hanging in the air. I wasn't very prepared for this. I just had to stop Oishi no matter what. This is starting to get messy if you just make it up without thinking too much, but let's go! I only needed to gain some time. It didn't really matter what I said.
そうですよ。北条聡さんのアリバイが知りたいんです。な私たちの捜査がまずいからなのかな。犯行の時間帯にどうしても北条さんのアリバイが見つけられないんですよ。
You know what would be cool? Shion says that he was with her, and then Oishi's like, oh, but me and me know where you were, we saw you, and then she's like, well, I'm actually Shion, and do the reveal like that. That'd be a big blow. I'm sure Oishi wouldn't. That would definitely give him some time. But I don't know if that would happen. I thought that would be kind of cool. But let's see what Shion does. I'll trust in your decision, Shion.
そんなの本人に聞く必要ないです。私がアリバイ証明しますから。
ありゃ、そりゃ本当。なら助かるな。あの晩園崎さんが神社にいて、お祭りの最後まで過ごしていたことはすでにあなたからも聞いているし、
I think she is trying to
その
reveal
他
the
大勢
Shion.
の方からも証言を得ています。
Seems like the only way
その
out of
あな
this.
たがそこで北条さんとも一緒だったと言ってくれるなら一番楽なんですがね。でもあんた、以前そのあたりをお聞きしたとき、北条さんのことは一言も言ってませんよね。実はいましてって、今頃おっしゃるおつもりで？祭り会場の誰一人、北条さんを見ていないのに、あなただけは見ていたとそうおっしゃるおつもりで。
Okay, this is like literally the only way out. It's cool because Oishi is being he's very good at cornering people, but Shion does have a get out of free card, just because literally nobody knows about her. So
そうです。私と一緒にいました。それで十分です。
あなたが仲良しのお友達と終始一緒にいたのは分かっているし、私も会場で実際にお見かけしています。それでも一緒にいたとおっしゃるわけで？そいつはちょっと苦しくない？ん？
Oishi approached me with a creepy smile. Was he teasing me because my excuse sounded funny? I didn't think so. He was frustrated due to being interrupted when he was about to catch a big fish.
祭り会場でずっと一緒に遊んでたのに、すっかり忘れてて今頃になって思い出したと、そうおっしゃるおつもり？園崎美音さん。
I did get a little scared, but I couldn't stop myself. I could save Satoshi-kun if I revealed my real identity. I was aware of the risk Grandma would certainly capture me if I revealed it. I didn't think of the consequences after that. Yes! Go for it!
っていうか、私、
Hey.
ミオンじゃないですし。
This is freaking cool. Also, what was this? This was from Higurashi, right? There's a scene with Shion protecting Keiichi from the punks, which I did bring up when the punk thing actually happened. Well, that's a cool callback, though. I kind of wish. I mean, I guess I'll just look at it after the CG with Keiichi, how it looked. This is a big blow. It's not like Oishi could have prepared for this, but yes, I love this. Good job, Shion. This is super cool. Glad you did it.
だからもともと綿流しになんか言ってません。
あ？
サトシ君とは綿流しの晩は沖宮のファミレスでずっとおしゃべりしてました。エンジェルモートって店ですので、どうぞ店長にも確認を取ってください。
Owned by her uncle. Oishi was still smirking, but he apparently felt confused.
あんた何を言ってるの？あんたミオンじゃないなら誰なわけ？
園崎シオンです。ミオンの双子の妹です。初めてお会いしますね。こんにちは。
Oishi looked perplexed, like he didn't believe what I'd said. He frowned.
園崎美音さんに双子の妹がいたなんて初めて知りましたよ。あんた大人をからかってんの？
からかってなんかないですよ。どうぞ戸籍でも何でも調べてみてください。
This is so cool because this is the first time like someone's actually kind of putting Oishi down. God, this is giving Shion some points in my book. I liked her, I didn't hate her, but this is cool stuff. And I like cool stuff, so look at Satoshi's face, he's probably like, what the fuck is happening?
それともお姉を呼んで二人で並んでみせれば信じます。
His face looks so derpy. All the cops look bewildered now.
園崎シオンさん？
はい。シオンですが、何か？
あんたにもちょっと来てもらってもいいですかね？あんたが園崎シオンさんで北条さんと一緒におられたって言うんなら、
ええ、望むところです。お手柔らかによろしくお願いいたします。
That was a cool scene. Yeah, I loved it. The cops gathered at their car and started discussing something. Looked like they never expected this to happen. I mean, how could he, man? Oishi planned this trap perfectly and just unlucky. Unlucky you got Shion as Satoshi's protector. I hope to be able to face Satoshi-kun's alibi for at least a little while. It shouldn't be too difficult to talk to Sis about this, then forge up an alibi together.
サトシ君、何を聞かれてもエンジェルモードで私とおしゃべりをして過ごしていたと言い張ってください。私が何とかしますから。何を聞かれてもよく覚えていないとか、サトシ君なら下手なことは言わず黙り込んだ方が無難かもです。
Well, we're in this deep now. No backing off. Satoshi-kun wore a startled expression. Though I was telling him something important, he'd apparently decided not to listen.
サトシ君、聞いてます？ここでしっかりしないと刑事たちの思うツボです。
He must have been feeling deceived. No wonder. I just confessed that I wasn't Mion but her twin sister. I really had been deceiving him.
怒ってます？
なんで？
騙してて。
That was a weird laugh. Satoshi Twin started laughing. I didn't know why he'd laugh. Because he wasn't the type of person who would laugh in order to hide something.
たまに教室のミオンと話が食い合わないことがあったから違和感は感じてたんだ。やっとわかったよ。
Well, she was only in class 1, so it's not multiple times.
怒らないでくれるんですか？その騙してたこと。
I mean, it's bewildering. Imagine if you're just a friend and you just learn that the twin has been switching places, but so it's hard not to like just laugh at that. Satoshi can look puzzled. It's like he didn't know whether he should be upset about it or not. Or maybe he was only pretending to be that way.
はじめまして。じゃないんだよね。
はい、そうなります。
そっか。シオンってどう書くの？
詩を読むの詩に音で
Poetry
シオン
and
です。
sound, huh?
シオン。いい名前だね。
Satoshi, I don't know if this is a good time to be so freaking charming. We need Shion in full. I mean, maybe this will make Shion protect him even more, but we need her in full concentration if we're gonna navigate through this mess.
じゃあお二人さん、すみませんが署までご
Hello,
同行願い
Uishi.
ますかね。
How's that gut punch feeling? Probably terrible.
粉末でよければ。
It's just so
コーヒーか
cool.
紅茶かくらいは選べます。
Cause like I literally feel like Uishi's never been like stopped. Like maybe in like Himatsubushi, but like in the actual arts, he's always had such a commanding presence. This is the first time someone actually kind of shut him down. Though again, maybe he's not too perturbed by it and he can stand up, but that was a cool moment. I'm glad I called that. I mean, I guess it really was the only way to get out of it though. Chapter end? Should be end. It's never two. I mean, there's sometimes were 2 breaks, but this is definitely the videos end. No, this is the end. It's too slow. No, yeah, okay, more notebooks. Oh, the thing about this, the notebook. Yo, look at that teddy bear. I mean, maybe you can't see the achievement. No, you can't. It's a cute teddy bear. The thing about the notebooks is it's kind of hard to keep track because there's also like notebook pages within the chapter, which seems really weird. So I can't remember everything, which is kind of dumb. So if I do have to look back, I have to like look through each episode, which I don't love. Maybe that's a sign to make saves all over the place, but I kind of like neat saves. So let's do the tip right away. Damn, another. I guess this is what happens when I actually, because I'm usually like all over the place where I stop a video, but I guess if I do just go from chapter break to chapter end, it's gonna be longer videos. But I guess that's fine. Notebook page 29. Whose notebook is this? Probably Shion's. Either Satoshi-kun was smart or very lucky. Or maybe it wasn't him. The police found nothing at the crime scene to indicate his involvement in the murder. Okay, no hair, no nothing. Interesting. Yet Satoshi-kun was still the prime suspect. Considering his home environment, he had a strong enough motive. He had no alibi. The police had everything other than physical evidence. It wasn't surprising that Oishi took a chance. He probably didn't expect me to step in, but what I did was too little to avert his suspicion of Satoshi-kun. Oishi believed that Satoshi-kun did it. I love this song. Is this different? It sounds different. Or it sounds new. He was waiting for Satoshi-kun to fall apart and confess. That's what both Oishi and I were thinking. But that hypothesis was destroyed later on. I'll not talk about it now, but Oishi's theory will be disproven and the police will be thrown into shock. I'm excited for that. Because it's interesting. I'm wondering what she's talking about, because Shion even did say, like, did Satoshi do it? Like, what did she say? Um, Either Satoshi-kun or very lucky, or maybe it wasn't him. So she's still considering that Satoshi-kun did do it, but at least Owishi's theory is going to get destroyed. A question comes to mind. That is, who saved Satoshi-kun? I can only think of the possibility that Tsunazaki family invented the culprit. Alright, this is talking about who helped. I said it was Oishi, but that's like super weird. But who knows? Then we don't know what Oishi actually is planning. Who knows? This could be like the hugest brain play by Oishi. I don't know. I mean, yes, if you look at who could have framed a culprit, and apparently this culprit does give up saying it was for the curse, is like literally the Sonozakis or Oishi or the outsider group, but obviously the outsider group is like super wonky because it might not exist, so yeah. That'll be interesting. This was a cool chapter. I liked it. We got that Watanabe callback, at least the CG. So I'm wondering if that's... So I'm guessing that's to signify that time when Shion protected... Or I guess that was Mion protected Keiichi while Shion protected Satoshi, but the situations were a lot different. And Mion came with this squad, or Shion kind of did it by herself and kind of endangered her from the village till she was revealing her true identity. So it's kind of opposites, actually. But yeah, that was fun, kind of wholesome. Got some Oishi goodness. Shion was pretty cool in that. Probably my favorite Shion moment, at least so far in this arc. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably record another today. I mean, I'll probably record a Fran episode today, then a Hidu episode at night, or maybe I'll record more. I don't know. Just getting some recordings done. This has been very fun. I've been super hyped, so I'm glad this is living up to my expectations so much. But yeah, hopefully you have a great rest of the day, and I will see you next time, or on Wednesday if you follow this when it's uploaded. Bye for now.